Hello, Leo, and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie, and this is your weekly reading for July 26th through the August 1st. I think I said that right. July 26th through August 1st. Okay, sorry. Quick disclaimer. This is a general reading and cannot possibly resonate with everyone. Take what applies to you and leave the rest. This reading is for this week. However, time is an illusion and the future is never set in stone, so these messages may apply now, next week, last week, or never. If you feel this reading isn't for you, you're probably right. Trust your intuition on that one. There are hundreds of wonderful readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation. I cuss sometimes and I'm bad at sugarcoating, but anything that I say comes from a place of love and understanding. My channel is a judgment-free zone of kindness and love. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, physicist, neurologist, dentist, veterinarian, psychologist, or professor of any kind. I'm just a girl with a passion for the tarot, and anything resembling advice is based solely on my opinion and ever-evolving cornucopia of experiences and observations, as well as interpretations of the cards and little bits of information that may pop into my head intuitively. If you didn't catch all that, I will post it in the description. Let's move on. So, starting this week out with an archetype card for you guys, Leo. You guys got the Cave. And I'll try to keep it short and sweet. The cave resides in the heart. The cave is where growth happens. The cave is where development and evolution can take place. Many people don't want to venture into the cave because it's dark and scary. The cave is the deepest part of yourself at your core. And is where you need to go. You need to dive deep into your own personal cave in order to find a meaning, find answer, find the reasons behind who you are, why you do what you do, and in order to find the inspiration to change if you need to. Which, I mean, honestly, isn't life just constant change? We can all change. We can all use a little change all the time. So this card this week is inviting you guys to go deep within yourself and explore the darkest parts of yourself that are unfamiliar to you in order to catalyze growth, evolution of yourself emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. I mean, I don't know. Physically, as in, I mean, you could like have an effect on the outside world around you through these changes. So that is just going to be an overtone or a theme for the reading for you guys this week. Next card I'm going to pull out a card for your cosmic energies. Cosmic energies that are affecting you guys or influencing things around you this week. What we got for Leo? It's time to release negativity. How appropriate. Full moon in Scorpio. So maybe you've got a whole bunch of junk in that cave that needs to be cleared out and swept away. Burn it if you need to. In order to, clear your energy, clear your aura for new and better things to come into your life. There's a lot of positivity that may not be attracted to you until you clear the negativity out of your life. And that includes prosperity and abundance and happiness and healthy relationships. So it's just very good to not carry a lot of negativity everywhere you go. Think about it. So with that being said, we'll pull some cards from the tarot. Just a quick reminder, again, this reading can't possibly resonate with everyone. It may not be for every Leo. And if it's not, feel free to go check out other readers. Just type in Leo Weekly Reading, and I bet you'll find something that's more useful for you personally. But for anybody who may be resonating with these two cards here, this reading might be for you. All right, so we'll turn to the tarot. We will inquire first about the energies surrounding the material part of your life this week. Give us some insight into the material this week for Leo. So we have the Two of Swords upside down, reversed. So what this is telling me so far right now is that you guys, there may be a decision that needs to be made that you're avoiding. Or perhaps you're choosing not to choose at all because you can't decide between one or the other. And so you find yourself stuck. You're at a stalemate because you don't want to choose. And whether this be because you don't have the right information, you don't have the confidence to choose, you're afraid that you might choose the wrong thing, and you're afraid of losing something. Whatever the case may be, you cannot advance or move forward in the material realm until you have made a choice. And so you do what you need to do to find that information that you need to make the right decision for you. I have a feeling that this process of clearing negativity and going deep within yourself and doing some soul and heart searching is what's going to allow you to realize which decision you need to make. So next, mental energy for Leo this week. What's going on in the brain for Leo this week? We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you guys may be feeling, maybe something didn't really go the way that you wanted it to. Okay, you may be feeling a little bit of disappointment. Maybe you feel like you failed at something. I would challenge you to evaluate that if that's the case and figure out, what have you learned from that situation? And if you've learned anything at all, then it is not a failure. You may need help, but you want to be independent, and it's really hard for you to ask for help, but it's okay to ask for help sometimes. But what I'm getting from this at the moment is that perhaps you just went down the wrong path. Well, I mean, not the wrong path, but not the right path for you. You are better served elsewhere. And so that is why whatever this is referring to didn't necessarily work out for you. So it may have been a hit to the ego when what you thought you wanted didn't work out. But I promise you it's for the better. This set of circumstances is pushing you in a direction where you need to be, as opposed to where you thought you wanted to be. And once you get to where you need to be, I think you'll find that it feels like home. Okay? So on the emotional level, we have the 6 of Zent, and in this deck, that is the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. So, maybe you're feeling a little generous this week, Leo. Maybe you're feeling very giving and loving, and appreciative of other people. And you're willing to sacrifice some for other individuals to gain on an emotional level. Like, you're sharing a lot of love, and that is good. Your pride can take a hit all day long. Just never lose your humility, and make sure that you're acting and speaking out of love and compassion for others. Treat everybody the way you want to be treated, like everybody always says forever, because the 6s to me are about reciprocity. So there's this theme of karma, right? Where what you put out, you get back. And so we want to make sure that even on the emotional level, what you are putting out, what you are exuding around other people when you're out in public, or you're at a friend's house, or no matter where you are, around your family, okay? Be putting out those loving vibes, unconditional love and compassion. And as long as that is what you are giving out to the world, then that is what you will receive in return. Okay. So next we'll see what's going on with Leo on the spiritual level specifically. Oh, we got death. Perfect. Okay. So you guys are going through a lot of changes on a spiritual level. Okay, you're learning some hard lessons. Or maybe it wasn't a hard lesson, but it's something that has changed you forever. Changed the way you think, change the way you feel, change the way that you connect to spirit, to your intuition, and how you interpret the information that comes through to you from those places. So we'll understand a little bit more once we get all the cards on the table. But you guys, this is actually really positive. Okay, this trip into the cave, your exploration of your deepest self, is going to reveal something huge to you that is going to allow you to change direction in your life for something that's way better than whatever it was that you were doing before. Okay, if you feel it in your heart, follow it. Trust it. Okay, your intuition, your higher self knows better than your conscious mind does, because it's experienced more and it sees from every perspective. So trust your heart. Trust spirit. So the next card I'm going to pull a card for generally like the overall situation that you may be dealing with, or like the biggest situation you may find yourself dealing with this week. Okay, I'll get a card describing what that situation may be, please, for Leo. Okay, we have Justice. This could have to do literally with a court case, whether it be civil or criminal. It could also just be, something is balancing the scales for you in your life. If there was an injustice in any part of your life, then that is going to be brought back into balance this week. Whether it be by your hand or by the hand of fate, I cannot tell for sure just yet. But something is coming back into balance. So if what you've been putting out is good, then what you're going to get back is good. But if what you've been putting out is negative, then you're going to receive negative in return. And so be aware of that. And if you know that you have put out negative and you receive negative in return, take your licks. Accept it. Say please and thank you and learn from it and move on. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's get some challenges for Leo for this week. What are some challenges Leo may face for this week? Temperance. All right, another major arcana card. Holy moly. So, if temperance is a challenge, then you are going to have a challenging time finding balance. Okay, balance within yourself. Balance, I want to say, mentally and emotionally. If you have a tendency to overindulge, or, it could even be like a balance of how you spend your time, a balance of how you express yourself emotionally. But whatever the case, you're going to struggle establishing some kind of balance or maintaining balance. So, if balance is something that you struggle with, then whatever this Justice card is referring to, whatever that's bringing into your life this week, is going to help, I think, establish this balance that you need. That you really need direly. So, next challenge is the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Arms in this deck. So you are, you're tired, you're done, you're cooked. Like, you've been through the ringer, and you have given something a really good, honest try, and it wrecked you. Like, you can't do it anymore. You have to change your path. You have to change your perspective, your mindset. There are beliefs and behaviors and habits that you cannot continue to move forward with, because they will only hold you back, and hold you down. Okay, so your challenges are going to be, looks like your challenge is going to be letting go and balancing. Advantages for Leo this week, some advantages that you can take that you can take advantage of, that can help you as you move through this week. We have the Ace of Wires. Okay, so this is like a new spark of passion, something that that you either encounter, or something that pops into your head, something that you feel really passionate about, something that inspires you. Okay, hang on to that feeling, chase it, see where it takes you. Okay, because that's gonna be, I think that is going to be like almost like a guiding spirit driving you forward. Whispering into your ear, giving you ideas. You'll know where they're coming from. All you know is that they sound right and they excite you. So move forward with that. See where it goes. Okay, another advantage for Leo this week. Okay, so we have the Four of Wires, which is the Four of Wands, okay, in the regular tarot deck. Celebration. Celebrating, partying, having a good time, spending time with friends and family, enjoying yourself. Okay. Take some time to do that. Take some time to get out and have a good time, to be yourself, to let loose a little bit. Especially after moving through that Ten of Swords energy. You need a break, but you also need a little bit of a revival, I guess. I don't know. Not the religious kind. Unless you're into that. I doubt it, though. Anyway. Advantages to you guys. A new idea that excites you, that drives you, and celebration and good times with other individuals. So the lesson for you guys this week is the Two of Zent, which again, Zent is Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Balance. Infinity is also often a symbol associated with that card. Balancing the material with the non-material, which would be mental, emotional, and spiritual. Being able to maintain stability without sacrificing your happiness and the things that you enjoy in return. Okay? So that ties back into temperance and even justice. Okay? Do what is right. Do what is right and have faith in the universe that you are taken care of, and just continue to do the hard work that you know you need to do and that you're capable of, and everything will be okay. You will figure out how to get in that groove and maintain the balance. It may be difficult at first, but part of learning how to be balanced is, knowing when to work and knowing when to play. So think about that as you move through this week. So the next cards that we're going to pull, we're going to go ahead and pull some cards, some oracle cards. First card that I'm going to pull is going to be past influences. Something from your past that is influencing you this week or having any kind of effect on you whatsoever. We have the Traveler, okay? Keeper of the Crossroads, restlessness, independence, and appraisals. So we have that Nine of Pentacles up there, which was also kind of speaks of restlessness and independence, and appraisal, actually. Perhaps you're restless because you feel like you need to be in constant movement. And that may have led you to make some not so great decisions in the past, because to you anything was better than sitting still and being with yourself. So then the challenge for you now is to sit in your restlessness and be mindful and actually, dive deep into yourself to find answers and stillness that you crave, that you need, right? You want distraction, potentially. You want to keep yourself busy so that you don't have to think about the things that make you uncomfortable or make you unhappy, but you have to. You have to think about those things. You have to work through it so that you can release it. So past energies that are affecting you guys right now is definitely that need to be in constant movement. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to pull a card for subconscious influences for you guys. Subconscious influences for Leo this week. What's going on in Leo's subconscious? Divining and self-awareness. These both came out together. I'll keep them both. So this actually relates very well to the cave. You are going deep within to become aware of yourself, to learn about yourself. There's some things perhaps that you need to admit to yourself. And you're going deep within to divine certain answers about yourself and your life, and perhaps why you made certain decisions, and where you're going and where you're coming from. I think too that there's something like you have reached a certain level of understanding, you just choose to ignore it. And I think that's why you want to keep yourself distracted, because you know it's there. You know. If you've made a mistake, you know what that mistake was. You don't want to face it. You don't want to have to, admit it to yourself, even if it's when you're alone in private. You don't want to, because who does? I wouldn't want to. I usually don't. But you have to. You have to face up to your mistakes, your bad decisions. You have to be able to admit when there's something that you don't know or misunderstood. And it's most important to admit that to yourself first. Okay? Because words are empty if you don't mean it. But once you do come to terms with things that you might be wrong about, or you're honest with yourself about what you do and don't know or understand, then you can open the door to this, this energy of the divining. Where you're actually looking for answers now. You understand at the very least, you realize what you don't know, and now you can go search for those answers instead of just convincing yourself that you know what's right and, ignoring it after that. You stubborn Leos. My bestie's a Leo, don't worry. Okay, so next. Going to pull a card for energies that you may be attracting this week. Energies you're attracting this week. All right. So we have the Bat. Transition and unknown. And it's so funny because where do bats live? Trees. But also caves. So very strong energy of delving into the dark, into the unknown, looking for those answers, and also the changes that can occur within that darkness. Okay, I know that when I read the book a while back, I'm pretty sure that the entry for the cave talks about, crystals, like some of the most beautiful crystals that exist on this planet formed in caves. That is a place where unique evolution and growth and change takes place and comes to take shape. And you may find the most beautiful parts of yourself in that cave if you are willing and strong enough and brave enough to go look for it. So that's my suggestion to you guys. I heard a weird noise. Did you guys hear that? I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. That's always a possibility. So next card that I will pull is something that you can let go of this week. Something Leo needs to let go of in order to move forward. What does Leo need to let go of? Okay, so we have the Toad. Which the Toad is usually like humor and happiness and excitement and fun. So I think the way that I'm going to read this, if it's something that you need to let go, is that you need to let go of needing to be having fun all the time. Sometimes you got to do things that aren't fun. Sometimes you have to endure things that aren't not enjoyable. That's just life. So you have to take the time. You have to put the energy into exploring the parts of yourself and things that may not be totally fun or comfortable. And it sucks. Nobody really likes to do it. But you may discover some truly amazing things about yourself if you stop and take the process seriously for a moment. Or several moments all in a row. Okay, so... And I'm not saying don't have fun. Now, I'm not saying you have to be serious all the time. But do take this process seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously, but take your growth very seriously. Because it is important. And the only thing that we can ever truly know is ourselves. And you gotta start somewhere. Okay, so we'll move on. We will pull some cards for your strengths. Strengths that you have, Leo, that can be helpful to you this week as you move through this process, as you journey into that cave. Good luck. Isn't it called spelunking when you cave explore? I don't know. Okay. Strengths for Leo. Okay, wisdom. So, you're not just now starting out on your path. You have experienced a lot. You have gained a lot of wisdom in your life. And so you're being called to remember those hard lessons that you've learned in the past and apply them in your life now. In this process, as you're going through this. What else do we have? Oh, confidence. Not that you, as a Leo, would really have a problem with that. I don't know a single Leo that's not confident, honestly. And I love y'all for it. But do be confident. Be confident in your ability to be okay no matter what you find down there. Be confident in your ability to love yourself unconditionally and to love everyone else around you as unconditionally as you love yourself. And also have the confidence and the bravery to go into that deep, dark cave without a flashlight or a map. Because what you find there is going to change your life. For the better. By the way. Alright. Enough of that. So, pull a couple cards for advice for you guys this week. Advice for Leo. Can you get some advice for Leo, please? Forgiveness. Now, whether this is forgiveness of yourself or forgiveness of others, that is specific to each individual person. It's probably both, honestly. I mean, part of forgiving others starts with forgiving ourselves. And then also, if we forgive others, then that can help us learn how to forgive ourselves as well. So it's all connected. It's a cycle. Forgiveness is key for you guys this week. Don't be afraid of it. Alright, so last advice card, and then we'll do our outcome. We have one more advice card for Leo, please. Alright, we've got death again for you guys. Death, transmigration, evolution, ascension, enlightenment, rebirth. All of these themes that come along with this death card here. This process that you're going through, like you are going to die in that cave, but then you're going to be reborn as well, and you're going to come back as a whole new, better, happier, more balanced, more fulfilled individual than you were when you went in, and that is a great thing. This is going to be really good for you guys. And don't forget, it started with releasing whatever negativity you're holding on to, because you can't enter the cave carrying all that stuff. It'll get heavy fast. Now that we're all through that, I will pull a couple of Lenormand cards to get a feel for your best possible outcome as you move through this process this week. Best possible outcome for Leo, please. First, we have the Tower. Okay, so authority, safety, security, structure. The Coffin, more death imagery. Okay, so how I interpret the Tower with the Coffin in this reading, if the Tower is structure and authority, and it is like the government, if you had a little government inside of your brain, it would be this right here. And so the Coffin, right, the death of this structure that you have in your mind, that you operate by, that which controls you, that which drives you. There's also an element of isolation, like perhaps you have locked yourself up in your tower for a while now. Okay, and so like this ending, this death in regards to this tower, it frees you. It brings you back down to earth. It humanizes you. And, man, it frees you. Like, it just really frees you. There's an element of freedom that we're ending this reading with. As you go deeper into the cave, it may feel claustrophobic. It may feel like a prison. But the deeper you go, man, the farther out you come. And then the end process, or the end result of the process, is spiritual and emotional freedom. Mental freedom, okay? Through the release of negativity, through the act of forgiveness, and through, honestly getting to know yourself on the inside and understanding yourself and why you do the things that you do, what makes you tick, and what you can change, what you can do better. Once you acknowledge all of that and you're willing to make the changes and live differently, then your life will blossom. Things will be great. So, good luck with all that death. I think you guys are going to be fine. We're all going through it right now. I truly believe that. 2020 is whack. Like, we are being forced by the universe. This is just my opinion. Just my opinion. The universe is pushing us into a corner where we have to change. We change or we just, die. Like, we adapt, we survive, or not. And that's a personal choice for most people, I think, is whether or not we want to do the hard work and adapt to our new circumstances, adapt to this new energy that is surrounding the planet. But you guys have the strength and the confidence and the ability and the wisdom and the past experience to guide you in that direction. You have this in a bag as long as you want it. As long as you want it bad enough, you can have it. So keep that in mind this week, Leo, as you move forward and as things transpire in your life. And if you liked this reading and you would like to see more, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I upload every week. Till next time, see you guys later.